What's up, welcome back to Nowstalgia. Dave here with a review of The Pitt, the new medical drama series on Max, starring Noah Wyle. This is essentially the return of ER on TV, created by R. Scott Gemmell, who was a creator involved with ER, as well as executive producer John Wells, also an ER veteran. Of course, Noah Wyle himself, famously, his career really blossomed when he was a ensemble piece of ER back in the 90s. What's notable to me about The Pit is that it's actually like a true blue Max original. It wasn't also moved to HBO, despite the fact that HBO doesn't have a 9 p.m. show right now. Of course, they moved a lot of recent shows that were supposed to be just Max to HBO, as we know, such as The Penguin, such as the upcoming Harry Potter series, etc. So I thought they were going to do that with all their high profile series. I don't know. I feel like it's a missed opportunity with The Pit because I really like The Pit. I think this is the return of the medical drama series that we want because it's the combination of ER with 24. Every episode of The Pit's 15 episode season is the portrayal of 1 hour of a shift at the emergency department at a Pittsburgh hospital. The chaotic and never ending nature of the emergency room is just really ripe for dramatic portrayal. I also like the early introduction we've got to the ensemble, whether it's veteran doctors, newer doctors, residents, brand new med students. We get the whole gamut here. And a lot like more traditional TV, we get the episodic format where there's lots of plots and stories, namely new patients coming in that get resolved within the episode's runtime. And we have the more serialized nature of the doctors' lives that will continue throughout. This doesn't seem to be as romantically involved as, say, Grey's Anatomy was, and really has a lot of that ER DNA. I'll be curious how the 1 hour per episode 24-esque gimmick lands with the show as we watch the entire season. Whether it's necessary or not, that remains to be seen. But I thought the first 2 episodes were really effective at communicating the energy that a show like this could have. So I'm really optimistic about what The Pit can do. I do think there's a bit of suspension of disbelief with a show like this, just because we're going to watch a 15 episode season, which is cool and a bit more like traditional TV, again, that's longer than any other TV season we get nowadays, right? Not quite the full OG broadcast 22 episode season like ER had, right? But still bigger than we get normally. That being said, we're going to watch one shift, and I'm sure we're going to see this crazy, not say volume, but crazy diversity of patients and cases and problems and unexpectedness happen over the course of the season. You have to know that going, and we want it to be fun. Obviously, the doctors are not wearing masks almost any time because we want to see their faces. It's a TV show. We let that go. It's cool. It does feel like the conversations Noah Wyle has with the suit character, the woman who seems to be involved at the head of the hospital type thing, and she has a lot of criticism of how the Pit is operating. Those conversations don't feel super realistic, just because they're so quick and so brief and so Sorkin-esque in the dialogue back and forth. But still, I like that. It's there. I like that there's various stakes being portrayed with the story. So yeah, I'm definitely in on this. It's not like I watch medical dramas, right? And it's one of the most classic television tropes for a reason, right? Because people love it. It's just a great format for TV. But this does feel like it has sophistication, and it does feel like it's a great time to return to it in this kind of elevated way. So it is funny that the Michael Crichton estate is suing regarding the creation of this show because they are alleging that it's a ER reboot in everything but name only. I believe a unused ER script was vaguely referenced with a Pit pilot, so we'll see what happens with that. Obviously, a lot of convention of medical drama series and medical pilot episodes, for that matter, is pretty routine. So I'll be curious if that lawsuit really amounts to much. I'm sure they'll settle eventually. And yeah, I would not be surprised if this show gets renewed for season 2, that season 2 airs on HBO, because this feels like a show they would love to have. So yeah, I'm a bit curious about why that happened. But yeah, let me know. What'd you think of The Pit? Are you in? Are you down? Obviously, we've only just got to know a lot of these characters, so there'll be a lot more to talk about when the season ends. But let me know, what'd you think of the show? Are you excited for the return of something a bit more familiar and old school on TV? Let me know. And for more TV reviews, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.